The Kitchen HQ, and by the way,
is this what you're used to?
Ick.
Yeah, I know.
Ick. And
the
look at the
wooden
stains
ones
on this
that get stained and they warp. They end up bouncing around your countertop.
Right.
These things, these little plastic sheets, they slide all over the place. They're hard to use. And these, I mean, you literally have to bleach those. I mean, I don't know. Can you see all that on there? I mean, it's just nasty. So these you can just throw away, okay?
Yeah.
This Kitchen HQ has come up with the ultimate cutting board, and it's actually a set of two today.
And dual-sided.
So whether you're slicing, dicing, doesn't matter what type of knives you use, doesn't matter what, what it is that you're cutting, this gives you the control. It also gives you a lot of different features that you'll never see on any other cutting board. Okay?
Why does it not get scratched?
Well, here's the cool part about this. If you listen, can you hear that?
Yeah.
It's got grip on it, okay? So it holds the food. So as you're slicing with it, the food doesn't slide around. It's got a silicone rim all the way around, and there's 4 feet that keep it flat on your countertop or tabletop.
Nice.
So this will never warp. It'll never end up rocking back and forth. We put a little garlic grater right here.
That is
Check this out.
Cool.
I don't know if you guys can see this, but a little garlic grater for your herbs. I mean, just this alone. It's
so
fantastic.
Awesome.
But also, it's got a hang-up hole. Okay, let me wipe this garlic off. Oh, that smells really, really good right now.
Yes, it does.
It's got a hang-up hole, or it's also a drain hole, which I'll show you in a second. It's also got a built-in knife sharpener.
Yeah,
because when you're using a cutting board, you want to use sharp knives.
Awesome?
Now you can sharpen your knife right on the cutting board. And it's reversible. On this side, it's got slicing measuring marks for, these are actually raised, okay? And I use it for slicing bread, for even slices, but it works great as a drain board for doing dishes, because all the water goes right down the hole.
And you're getting two of them.
Yes, and you get a set of 2.
2, and $39.95, but that's for 2 of them. So basically we get about $18 each, and it has a warranty. Like it has a 1-year warranty that goes right along with it. But I like that because it's hard for you to see the little bit of the texture, but we can tell as you're slicing there, John, that everything is, nothing's sliding all over the place.
Right. It grips your food, so it makes it easy for you to do your slicing, dicing, and chopping.
Nice, nice. And the other cool thing about this, by the way, first of all, it is dishwasher safe, so it's really, really easy to take care of there. But the fact that you're getting the versatility of 2 sides, having the built-in grater and the knife sharpener was the one that sold me.
Oh yeah, listen, as you're slicing, chopping, and cutting, what happens to your knives after a while? They hit the countertop, they hit the cutting board, plates, dishes. After a while, your knives go dull. So what's great about the HQ cutting board is all you have to do is lift this up, pull the knife through here about 3 or 4 times. It keeps that perfect edge on your knife. So now it doesn't matter whether you're using, cheap knives, expensive knives. It doesn't matter. Now you can keep them sharp,
so
you can do that slicing and chopping.
Well, and then that's when you can kind of get in and you can cut these like sliver thin pieces, of all of your fruits and your vegetables.
Well, when you have the control, now you can do this kind of work. So if I wanted to slice a tomato, I mean, take a look at this. And again, with all the different features on this cutting board, it basically does the work for you. So I mean, gripping a tomato like that, so you can do those perfect slices. Now here, I've got one flipped over. Now you get, it's a set of 2, so you get the darker one and you get the lighter tan one, okay, in the set. Again, it's got that hang-up hole, so if you want to hang it up to dry, you can. It works great as a drying rack. I happen to have some dishes on it right here, okay? Perfect for a drying rack or even a serving tray because they look fantastic.
They sure do.
And have you priced cutting boards lately?
I was going to talk about that a little earlier. There's so much money.
These things?
So much money.
And then there's no way to get the bacteria, all the different things out of here.
I always worry about that too when you're cutting like a lot of chicken and pork and things like that.
It's wood, so it's porous, it absorbs. These do not absorb anything.
Right.
So they last longer, they don't transfer colors, they don't transfer odors, and it grabs a hold. You can hear that texture on there, okay? And it doesn't slide around on your countertop or tabletop. It stays where you put it. That's what I love about it. I showed you earlier these little ridges or these ribs on the other side. I love this for slicing bread because you can get perfect bread slices just by using those ribs to give you those little, kind of guides. It guides that knife through there.
It's like a little guide, isn't it?
That's perfect for ribs too.
Ooh,
and it keeps everything in
here.
here.
You know what, listen, everybody needs a great cutting board, right? And sometimes a cutting board is one of those items, I say like, you know, I would say like with tank tops, you hang on way too long, right? And if yours look like those did a little earlier, they're all stained. You always worry when you're cleaning it, are you really cleaning it? Are you really disinfecting it properly? Here's your chance to make one purchase today, get not one, get two, have the additional benefit of having the knife sharpener, the grater that is built right inside. And seriously, when you look at the $39.95, it really like $19 each, right? Because you're getting
Notice
not one,
too,
but two.
I've been cutting on this. You don't see the
well, that's
knife
what
marks
I wanted
on
to
here,
know.
okay?
Why
It
it's
lasts
not
longer.
scratching and scraping.
This right here too, though, just for that garlic grater. When you're doing your cooking or baking, listen, you're using the cutting board. Why not use this? It's right there. Instead of dragging it out an extra tool, now you can grate your garlic right on your cutting board. Okay, you can scoop that up, put it in whatever recipe you like. I mean, it's just the perfect little.
Brilliant.
It's the perfect.
You know,
setup.
you look at things like this and go, why did I think of that?
And
right?
again, look, you've used these, right? They end up rocking around on your countertop, if that looks familiar. And you can't clean those.
And they're expensive.
These you literally have to bleach, okay? You know, these plastic things, these kind of, I don't know. I don't know what they're.
Yeah, and even just looking at it, you can see all the stains from all the different foods,
Yeah, you can see it all. If you slice beets on this, you can imagine what would happen.
Oh my gosh,
okay, you'd never get that off of there. You'd have to soak it in bleach. And then these, I mean, whoever invented these things, they slide all over the place. It's like a sheet of paper.
Exactly, and you're getting two.
So, yeah, I know.
So I think that's another great thing about their boat. One is done in gray, one's done in tan. They have a 1-year warranty that goes right along with them. And because of our birthday weekend, we are shipping everything to you for free. So you have free shipping and handling, 2 flex pay payments again of $19.98. Listen, you have 30 days. So you have the chance to get any item from us home and try it. So go over, pull out your cutting board, and take a look at it. So, I mean, honestly, and if it looks like the ones that we shared with you, or if you're unhappy with the way it works, over 1,400 of these have blown out of here today at a price of only $39.95. But again, that's for 2. So it's really $19.95.
And if you're wondering about these knives, these rib knives, check those out online. They're, the Kitchen HQ rib knife set, amazing.
I saw those. Those are great knives.
Nothing sticks to the blade. They're super sharp knives. Look at this.
We also had the other knives that we mentioned before. So listen, we have it all. You can obviously go to .com and check it all out. But the fact that you're getting 2, and it's a multitasker.
Yes.
I mean, that's something that we multitask. Why shouldn't your cutting board?
I mean, listen, it's such a pleasure to have a cutting board that stays firm on your countertop or tabletop. And they look nice, they're clean. Think about it. We've got kids going back to school now, back to college. If they don't have a good cutting board, this is a perfect way to get them started with Kitchen HQ. In fact, this knife set complements the cutting boards perfectly. But take a look at this. I mean,